Sass Smims was a hard driver. Of that there was never a doubt. For just like his father, he'd driven all the routes and all the traction, and the customers knew that when Sass's train was due, they were sure of trouble-free. For years, or it might have been longer, Sass drove his trains. As he burned up the track, there was never the tiniest dither. Till one day he was driving a Pompey Express. And there wasn't a station when the little flash, to tell him all's well, of a sudden went off like a lal. Sass tried with the button, the brake to release, his cab drill in accord with instruction, but Sass could detect that it had no effect. So much effect was his final duction. Roar, roar. Before long, the train stopped with a bit of a lump, and Sass sat there thinking. Then he said, "Better do something, lad, or you'll never make Pompey by 4. Now, lad, Now, it's all very well to say do something, Sass, to yourself, but do what, you may ask? For sitting there dumb like a dumb mum will do nought to get on with the tat. Now, like me, Sass has 3 sides to his character, some worse, some better. And he called up the first one, First Sass, he was called. Ho, ho. But First Sass couldn't care if the wheels were all square and the passengers died. It annoyed him to think, and it made his heart stop. If they build these units, then I blame the smart Alex who made them. They can jolly well sort out the source by themselves. Why should I lift a finger to aid them? So he climbed down from the cab and lit up a fag with a curse. Why not? There might have been some better Sass, but certainly none were much worse.
Are we going to be here long? Long?
He gestured at businessmen. He leered at the girl. He behaved like a wide boy inspired. When he looked at himself with his arrogant grin, Sass couldn't help saying, he behaved. Now, what about second Sass? What about him? Mommy, on the whole, he's a pretty guy. Over anxious? Well, perhaps that's not right. Doesn't think, one might say. Second Sass in his day was a large, gormless, ill-informed youth. Get done is his motto, for better or worse, and the things that get done are appalling. He reverses the amps on the fault-finding lads, and the volts get a right proper mauling. Perhaps a fuse has burnt out in the fuse supply. Change 'em round, Sass, it's all game. If you haven't got bears, don't waste hairs. No, change 'em around just as noir. Have the passengers pulled any cords? That's a point. Have they panicked and pulled the red lever? Make a physical check. Yes, I'll find it back. Second Sass on his way like a bee. No, not second Sass. He gets out of control and loses his jam. Try the third. He's the only one left. Our salvation might be in Third Sass. Third Sass plays it cool. He's methodical-like. He'll locate trouble for certain. If one flash looks like this and the other like this, it's a fuse that has gone for a Burton. Fuse. And by further deduction, it's clear that the trouble is in the brake. Sure enough, with these clues, he should find the dud fuse that has stopped all the trains way away. In the circle of light from his blazing handle, he locates the dud fuse right away. Then he puts in a new one. He knows well, and he's ready to go. back to his buttons and buttons and buttons and notching up handle, his heart racing. Now the flash switch says, and quite rightly. Like a dragon, it comes back to life. Roar, lad. Sass train that once looked so trained. And it moves, slow at first, then picking up speed. Right back on shed now, surely. So remember, if you have your troubles one day, have any doubt, sort your characters out, and make sure it's the best one that takes over.